Breed Global Truth. Mic check, mic check. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Demon-possessed Maya Prince proves that there's no one safe around the Prince family. For those who don't know, Maya Prince, the daughter of rap mogul J. Prince, has pretty much went ballistic, had a psychotic breakdown, and wilded out on an infant, newborn, or toddler, and is pretty much caught red-handed displaying some horrendous behavior. Now, for all sense and purposes, I will not be playing the video. What you see on your screen is pretty much a still shot in about 50 seconds of commentary from another content creator. So it will be no video playing, but I will describe what took place. Now, the Prince family, as of late, have been put on blast. Them and everyone associated with them. Recently, Drake is summoned to court to participate in dispositions in the XXXTentacion case. Takeoff lost his life in the custody and protection of the Prince family. Young Chop tried to warn us how they backdoor and extort other artists. They get on $1 million worth of game and they make open threats to Offset. And now you have the daughter of the Prince family, of J. Prince, demon possessed, literally demon possessed, going crazy on a child. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm triggered. I'm absolutely triggered by this, because this is the reason why a lot of the youth grow up and become savages, become violent. This is why they grow up lacking emotional intelligence. These wildebeests that are raising them. And you know, the scripture says that these women will breed monsters. Why? Because these women are full of malevolent forces, full of demons. And that woman was clearly possessed by a walking spirit. When I actually watch the video, I can see things that I don't think other people can see in the video. There was definitely an entity working there. And I don't know if someone was recording this, because if there was someone recording this, you definitely should have got that child some help right then and there. It's one thing for adults to attach themselves to the Prince family and all of these travesties take place because they want clout, or they want to be a part of the in circle or whatnot. But it's another thing for an innocent child to be victimized by these monstrous monsters who don't have no recourse. For those who don't know what took place in this video, this woman, the daughter of J. Prince, She gets up, she darts towards the crib because the child is crying. She darts up like a woman on fire. She shakes the crib violently. She screams, "Shut up," very loudly, damn near tipping the crib over. Um, she's violently rocking this crib instead of coddling her child or finding out what's wrong with the child. The voice changed in this person. The voice went into about 2 or 3 octaves. It almost sounded like there was something else speaking through this woman. And there's a reason for this, because this family is cursed. The bloodline is cursed because of the sins of the father. Now, I don't know if this was a nanny cam and she was caught red-handed, or if somebody was actually recording this. But nonetheless, Child Protective Services, where are you? Where are you? Because there's innocent people who have Child Protective Services called on them every day. And this is going viral in 4K. This is all over the internet. So somebody, please come get that child. Why haven't nobody from the Prince family spoken up? But instead, they removed Maya Prince from social media. Her Twitter account removed, Instagram removed. The only place that I can find any dialogue other than YouTube about this particular event that took place is something called the Lipstick Service or something like that. What is it called? It's called Lipstick Alley, where I see people who basically cropped the post from Twitter, and there was some claims that this was 5 years ago. Now, I don't know whether or not it was 5 years ago or not, but nonetheless, that does not make it any better. That would actually make it worse in hindsight, because that child grew up experiencing that type of abuse. And finally, what was done in the dark came to the light. So I don't know if it was 5 years ago or not. That's rumors. But nonetheless, that makes it no better. It actually makes it worse, in my opinion. These walk-in demons are very real. Now, I want to play this brief 50-second video of the gentleman sharing his dialogue. He's only speaking for 50 seconds. He's not playing the video, but I got a lot to say about this situation because this right here is this is horrible. And this is the reason why a lot of you brothers got to be careful out here, right? You got to be careful who you impregnate. Be careful with your seeds, brothers, because some of these women, they're full of spirits. Let me see here. Now, let me stop them there. Everybody who's parenting, you know how stressful it can be sometimes. Children cry. But allow me to give you some clarification here on some things as a parent. When children cry a lot, somebody said you couldn't hear it. All right, let me go back and make sure I share the audio. Sorry about that. All right, let's play that back. Sorry about that.
Rap mogul Jay Prince's daughter just went viral. Maya Prince for a video that surfaced of her tapping out on her baby on a toddler. It looks like. Like I say everybody with parenting. You know how the stressful it can be sometimes.
See, everybody as a parent, you know how stressful it can be sometimes. Now listen, let's make this clear. When children are crying like that and they're constantly crying and they're toddlers or newborns, a lot of people attribute this to colic and they can't figure out what's going on with the baby, what's going on with the child. Let me make this clear. Children are very, very spiritually sensitive to their environment. Children, when they are crying a whole lot and they just will not stop crying, you fed them, you burped them, you changed their diaper, the temperature is good in the house and everything, but they continue to cry. You got to understand, children can see spirits, children can be attacked spiritually, and their environment, if it's not conducive to a peaceful environment, they can feel spirits. So, what's going on is somebody said there's no excuse for child abuse. That's not what's going on over here. We know that for sure, for certain. What I'm trying to help parents to understand is children can sense when there's demons in the air. That's why when you take a child into a calm environment where the Holy Spirit is at, they feel like they're at home because they just came from the heavens. Children are an inheritance from the Lord. I'm telling you, when you playing the word of God near your children while they're babies, if you pay attention to the look on their faces, the way they sleep, they feel like they still in heaven with the Most High. It's only when we bring them into this world where they have to deal with corruption, where they have to deal with malevolent forces. And for a demonic woman who don't understand what's going on in the spirit, they don't know how to take care of their children. And if you ever been around a child that's been in a peaceful environment, you can tell the difference between a child. I'm talking about whether it be a newborn, an infant, or a toddler. You can tell the difference from a child who is in a house where the Holy Spirit dwells and a child that's in the house with these wild, demonic women, bro. There's definitely a difference. And more than likely, that child was crying because it sensed the mother, whatever the mother was going through, whatever was going on in that mother's head. The child can sense frustration. The child can sense that spirit entering that room. Before it even happened, the child can sense the spirit that was about to enter into that room. Remember, Christ in the Bible says, ye that become like these little children shall inherit the kingdom, meaning having that spiritual mind set. So before this woman went on that rampage and abused her child, the child knew something was coming. And something jumped up into that woman. Parents, mothers in particularly. This is unpardonable. You are supposed to be the mothers of our nation. If you don't have the patience, if you don't have the acclimate and wherewithal, and you don't have the love in your heart, stop having these children. Contraception. Or stop having sex altogether. Keep your legs closed. If you want to be an independent woman, right? Then be independent. But be independent and be celibate. Because if you don't want to raise these children, don't have these children. How about that? Because you bringing them into the world and you're destroying them. Jeremiah, thanks for the $10 contribution. I appreciate you. It was someone else who also sent a contribution. Thanks for supporting the show. Let us continue.
You know how stressful it can be sometimes. I would say that this woman, somebody need to take the baby for a minute.
And yeah, it could be stressful. But this right here, there's no excuse for this. He's saying that it can be stressful as a mother. You know, you can lose your patience. You know, babies cry, and then you just don't know what to do. Listen, even if your baby is dealing with some level of colic, the baby won't stop crying. A good car ride would be good. A good car ride. How about get off your funky ass and go drive the baby somewhere? Instead of you sitting there getting frustrated with your child, how about put the baby in a car seat and drive the baby somewhere? Can I get an amen? Anybody who father or mother some children, you already know sometimes you got to take them for a ride. The baby may not want to be there. The baby may be tired of sitting there. Excuse my language, but this type of stuff upsets me, bro. Yeah, take the child for a walk around the block. Sometimes the child needs some air, bro. You got the baby sitting up in in this crib. It don't want to be there all day sometimes. Sometimes you got to move around. And them car rides are like almost 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Them car rides, they be working big time.
She need to get her mind right. Most likely seek some psychiatric help.
No, she needs to lose her child. That's what she needs. She definitely needs psychology. Well, she doesn't need psychiatry. Let me explain this to you. That woman was demon possessed, and I see everybody coming with this. Maybe get her some psychiatry, get some time away. Listen, that's not going to change what's in her. That's not going to change what's in her. We got to stop looking at this world like everything is relative. The spiritual realm is very real. The Prince family in itself, they're doing high levels of Satanism, witchcraft, sorcery, magic, because they have placed a spell over the general public. There's a lot of evil going on. And her father, he has a whole lot of respect for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, it's all kind of sorcery going on with that family. And the respect he got is for what he done in the streets, allegedly. They say he ordered hits on people. He fed people to the hogs out there in Texas. Everybody's saying, his street credibility is unmatchable. He got so many connections and ties. Let me tell you something. When you living like the mob, and there's bodies all over the place popping up, and there's a whole lot of money being made, because we talking about a rap mogul. We talking about a family that's millionaires, possibly even billionaires. And with all that going on, the daughter is not even in a comfortable environment to raise her child. I mean, we looking at this room here. This doesn't look like a millionaire's nursery. This doesn't look like a millionaire's nursery. I would like to hear Jay Prince speak out. And trust me, Malik, I'm not making no excuses for Mayor Prince. There's no excuses being made for this demonic behavior. Although she comes from a family that's cursed, and there's all kind of demons in that family. Somebody said it looked like a small living room. It absolutely does. Or some type of basement of a house. This doesn't look like what you would see from a rap mogul's. This doesn't look like what you would see from a rap mogul's daughter. Like, far as the way the house looks, the TV is probably like the TV that's on the wall. I mean, that's probably like maybe, I don't know, a 35-inch TV. The room looks kind of confined. You know what I'm saying? It's something just don't sit right. Nobody is safe around the Prince family. If you are associated with the Prince family, you're not safe. You either gonna get in legal troubles or you're going to die. Exactly. Slim Hussein, I don't see any windows in there. You know, children like to have windows and sunlight. They like to have sunlight coming in. You know what I'm saying? And you know, idle time is the devil's playground. It's like she just sitting around in the room while the baby's crying. And sometimes, here's the thing, sometimes there's nothing wrong with a child and you have to let them cry a little bit. Sometimes children could be a bit spoiled and clingy, and you don't want them to be too clingy, and you just let them cry. Go to another room, go make yourself some tea, calm down, you know, chill out. Then you come back, and then you deal with the child. See, in the industry, there's a lot of ritual abuse that goes on. Yeah, somebody said it, Julian Deviney. If you just sitting around, the devil will strike. That's real talk. Yep, somebody said sometimes babies overstimulate by screens, light, and noise, etc. That's true. That is true. It could also be the television being on. Sometimes it's best for a child to sit in quiet in silence. That is true. And the way this woman darted up, she looked like something off The Conjuring. I mean, look at this woman standing there, ladies and gentlemen. She looks like something off the damn Conjuring, bro. Like a demon literally was hovering over her and just jumped in her body, and she just hopped up and just darted towards this crib. Now, a number of things could have happened while she was rocking that crib. We don't know the age of the child. We don't know the weight of the child. But a number of things could have took place. That baby could have hit his or her head with those poles. That child could have actually had a stroke or something. Like, you don't know what could have happened. It could have had brain damage. Oh, and it was a little girl, from what I'm hearing. Yeah, if you could imagine the fear that was on this child. The child could have had a concussion. When you shake someone like that, when you shake a child, you can kill that child easily. She was just absolutely just careless. Just careless. And in the industry, ritual abuse takes place. It's satanic in that industry. Could you imagine how many children from these prestigious families are victims of this type of treatment? Maybe even Maya was a victim of this. We don't know. We don't know. I mean, you know, they say hurt people hurt people. But this is crazy, man. This is why the youth is growing up the way they growing up, man.
Temper and attitude, and go from there. Whoever's recording, maybe you should help her. Let her go out and get a refresher instead of recording her. Now, I'm not sure if she just got an attitude all the time, or anger issues all the time, but recording surely doesn't help. And
whoever recorded it, whoever recorded it, I can assure you that they did it secretly. They couldn't have recorded this out in the open. If somebody recorded this And there wasn't a nanny cam involved because it didn't look like the camera was moving around in the video. Um, maybe it was a nanny cam and she really did not give a damn. When that demon jumped in her and she raged out the way she did, maybe she didn't care that nanny cam was there and she forgot all about it. And somebody may have gotten hold of the video and released it, or the person who recorded the video did it secretly just to leak it to the internet. See, we saying that the person should have called this person and got help and done this, that, and the third, but maybe the person who recorded it knows how powerful the Prince family is. And, you know, they may have connections everywhere. You know, they might have connections with people who work in CPS and the police department and everything. So the person may have recorded it secretly, threw it on the internet, and pushed the Prince family into a corner. Somebody in the video asks, have I played it already? I'm not playing the video. I will not be playing the video. For all intents and purposes, we will not be showing any child abuse on this channel. We will not be doing that. And I oblige all content creators to refrain from playing the actual video. We just won't be doing that over here. If you want to see the video, you'll find it. I'm sure you'll find it. But we won't be doing it over here. We won't be playing that video. Yeah, she pretty much cussed her child out, told the child, shut the F up. This is crazy. And this is why children grow up and experience PTSD. Like Jacqueline says, she experienced it her whole life. Like this, you know, this can really cause lifetime damage. Hovercraft says, just watch the footage. She's definitely possessed. Sickening. Thanks, New Breed. Continue to do the Most High's work. Absolutely. Let me explain something, right? If you're not serving the Creator, if you're not in this biblical truth, you're not peeling that book open, anybody can be a victim of demon possession. And I say a victim because I understand, and I'm not saying she's a victim in this situation, but what I'm explaining to you is if you don't choose a side, Satan gonna choose for you. If you don't choose a side, Satan will choose for you. And walk-in demons are very real. And this is just a sad, sad case. Guillotine Gallo says, I just saw it, my mouth dropped, the eyes open so wide with my Lord. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these women, man, they got some problems. And brothers. Let me break this down to you. Fellas, we gotta be careful with our seeds, and I gotta give a message on this. Listen, brothers. I don't care if you believe that you can marry. Sorry, sound. Mic check. Can you hear me? Put a 1 if it came back. Can you hear me now, brothers and sisters? All right, we back. Yeah, this is what they do. I don't know why this happens midstream. Nothing's wrong with my mic. Nothing's wrong with my setup. They always do this midstream. They literally be striking the sound out of my videos. I don't get how they're doing it, but they're doing it. But let me say this, brothers, you got to be careful with your seed. Seriously. I don't care if you believe that you are dealing with a rich family and you want to get with her because, you know, she may be in a family that got some bread. Listen, I don't care if you think she fine as all outdoors and she's beautiful and this the woman of your dreams. Let me express this to you, brothers. You must be careful with your seed. You never know. You never know what kind of spirits these women are dealing with. You got to take your time, really court these women the right way to find out how she is. A lot of them you will really never ever know until you spend a great deal of time with them. Just because a woman looking a certain way, or she got certain connections, or whatever the case may be, that got you dealing with this woman. You do not want a woman doing your child like this when nobody's watching, because eventually that mask gonna slip off. You got to understand, it's only so long people can pretend. You know, when people are in the dark behind closed doors, you don't know what people are capable of. I have learned this in life, that there's a lot of people out there who are very, very demonic and evil. And it only comes out when they believe nobody is watching. Same way those police officers did Tyree Nichols, when they believed that nobody was watching. It was the heat of the night. They thought nobody was there. They thought they can do whatever they wanted. They let all their demons come out. You know, they go through this purge, right? And they getting a cathartic release off of being a vile beast they are. Whatever it is inhabiting them, they get a cathartic release of it. They enjoy abusing children. They enjoy, you know, doing all unspeakable, ungodly acts to those who are innocent. That's what Satan is all about. And when nobody is watching, some individuals out there are absolutely sickening. And I know that that's tough to digest, because to the righteous, we just walk around thinking all things are just positive. You know, it's not a part of our world. We not, you know, we can't really comprehend. We can't really comprehend what goes on with people. But I'm telling you right now, there's some dark people out there. This type of stuff right here goes on in daycares. What this mother did to her child goes on in daycares. There are people who go get jobs just to do what she did. Now, why would that happen at a daycare? If you would go to school for social work, and you would go get a job like that, why would you be abusing children? You went to you went to school for that. That's supposed to be your passion. They go just to do it. They go just to do it. They go to practice to basically, that's their way of exercising their demons, putting them to work. Demons hate babies, bro. Demons hate babies. They don't want to see children rise up with a healthy, clear mind. And I think everybody should be liking a video just to spread the word, man. Just to spread the word. And the video is just it's unpardonable. It's breaking. It's detestable. It's vile. I mean, ain't no mother supposed to be moving like that, man. Jungle Jane says, back in the day, schools called CPS on me for wanting to homeschool. It is an untrustworthy world, bro. Right. So everything is in reverse right now. Now they looking at people sideways, but things are changing though. But when people first started homeschooling and people, decided to pull their children out of the public school system, there's a lot of real people. That's a lot of real just stand up people who went against the grain before it was fashionable to homeschool your child. And they were dealing with all kind of persecution. They were the ones called child abusers and all of those kind of things. And it come to find out, a lot of the children during that generation, they grew up actually more intelligent than the children going to public school. That's what they found out. The children who were homeschooled during that time, they had time to grow up, and they excelled in every respective subject. Yeah, they actually learn better when you're able to go outside. You able to learn in an environment that's conducive and comfortable for you, opposed to sitting up in a classroom all day like an an institution, like you in a prison. Yeah, the public school system is no different than prison. It's like they making you an inmate there. They're training you to be an inmate. The school buses ain't no different from the penitentiary bus. But I'm telling you, man, there's some people out here who are battling some spirits. Remember, it says you know, women, it says menstruous women will raise up these children, basically. That's what the scriptures say. And children will be their oppressors, meaning these women will use these children to oppress men. They will raise up children and use children as oppressors of our entire nation. A lot of women having children just to use them as a weapon against the man, yo. That's what a lot of people got to understand. Brothers, some of these women want your baby just to use them as a weapon. They don't actually love the child. They're using it to manipulate you. They're using the child as a pawn. They don't love these children. When they're alone with them, this is exactly how they treat them. The hatred that they have for you, this is what they're doing to the children. And somebody said that's postpartum depression. Postpartum depression is demon possession. See, all of these terminologies that science gave you is nonsense. What that is you just brung a child into the world, and what happens is now in the spirit realm, a lot of the forces are watching. You just brung a child into the world, and now the spirits are watching because they want to destroy life. They don't want that child in the world. They don't want you in the right mentality to raise that child. So now there's angels and there's demons. They watching. So you just had a baby, huh? That's a time for you to be grateful. That's a time for you to peel those scriptures open. That's a time for you to cleave closer to the Most High. That's the time for you to play some gospel around the house and let the baby feel comfortable, because you just transition this child into the world. And now this child needs to feel comfortable transitioning to this wicked world from the heavens. That's why you play beautiful music. You play nice sounds. You make it comfortable for them. They just came from heaven. They just came from the bosom of Abraham. But instead of you mothers doing that, y'all thinking about, how the baby daddy and what's going to happen with this and what's going to happen with that. And if that's because either you chose the wrong man, or you was having that child for all the wrong reasons. Now, hear what I just said. Either you had that child, if you got postpartum, either you was having that child for the wrong reasons, or you was having that child simply because you done slipped up and you was out here wilding. But if you really had the man of your life, and y'all had y'all affairs in order, and y'all both on a spiritual uphill flag, and y'all doing what y'all supposed to do, ain't no damn postpartum. That's demon position. Ain't no postpartum. That's an excuse. That's an excuse for you to wild out and act crazy. No, ain't no postpartum. I'm telling you, man, it's wicked out here, man. You brothers got to be careful. And ladies, if you see your homegirl, and yeah, these y'all hang with these homegirls, right? If you're around these ladies and they not feeding the kid, they rather be up in some ninja face than go make their baby bottle or cook their baby some breakfast. They all up in a ninja face. Don't be sitting there talking about them behind they damn back. Y'all hear me? Because some of y'all ladies, man, y'all would sit up there and y'all be in that woman face You know, she don't even do this with her kids. You know, the kids was dirty, this, that, and the third. And you know what I'm saying? She up in this ninja face all on the phone. Baby came down, mommy, can I get something to eat? And y'all talk about them, but y'all don't say nothing to them. Y'all don't say nothing face to face to them evil ass women. You don't try to rectify the situation. Hell, you don't even get up off your ass and help in that situation. You don't even get up and go make the baby something to eat. You just want to talk. And see, this is the problem. Y'all not, the women are not holding women accountable a lot of other times. I'm telling you, man. Accountability has to be made. And where's Jay Prince? That's what I want to know. Where is Jay Prince? He need to come out and speak about this, sir. If this ain't your daughter, caught red-handed, you need to come out and say that ain't my daughter on camera. But you won't be doing that. You would have done that already, right? Because this is going viral in 4K. Instead, y'all removed her off of social media as a PR move. Damage control. Straight damage control. These celebrities and these million-dollar families, y'all wicked as hell, bro. They told her to get straight up off social media. Yeah, where's the public announcement at? Somebody said you talking to a man that been through it for 15 years now. 3 different women and all kids at my mama house. And I'm sorry to hear that, brother. You can definitely be a testimony to help brothers to choose more wisely when finding these women. It's difficult out here nowadays, man. We in a time like never before. My best advice I can give a lot of you brothers is to just work on yourself. You know, do what you got to do to survive and sustain. If the woman is righteous, the Most High find that right woman. Other than that, man, don't be looking for love out here trying to impregnate these women. This not the time for that. Yeah, where's Jay Prince? I want to hear what Jay Prince have to say. Since it ain't no chain of command with the mob. I mean, you online making all these big boy threats, threatening Offset, and you online, you know, carrying on like you Tony Soprano. How you gonna act like you a mob boss and you Tony Soprano when your kids ain't even right? You too busy arguing with the Migos, and your daughter over there tweaked the hell out, possessed, riddled with spirits, looking like the damn Conjuring, looking like the possession of Emily Rose, out here wilding out on her child, while you online arguing with these young rappers. What kind of damn granddaddy are you? Busy out here trying to be Tony Soprano. What kind of granddaddy are you, sir? I mean, what is going on? This is how they displaying our people. God Almighty needs to judge the Prince family. They are wreaking havoc within the industry. And this is just exposure season. It really is. Yep, you're right. He got his priorities in the wrong place. What's going on with him, man? Get your priorities right. Look at what's going on with your family. Listen, your son, Junior, he caught red-handed stepping over Takeoff's body. The lady who was interviewed who said she was shot, I heard, now I didn't see the video, but what I heard from what people are saying, that she said that Jay Prince Jr. said, leave him there. What to do with the body, Junior? Man, leave him, man. Leave that ninja there. While your son running around trying to be a super thug, right? With your son waking up every day acting like he ate his gangster cookies that day, and he out here tweaking and trying to bully people and flexing and flogging online, right? Trying to be a gangster. Your daughter, she over there having a psychotic breakdown, putting your grandbaby at jeopardy. Where you at? Where you at, Jay Prince? I thought y'all was mob ties. I thought the family was in order. This is crazy. The internet right now is exposing a lot of what's going on. It is everything that's in the dark, man. It's coming right on out. I'm telling you, that family is cursed. Straight up cursed. Straight up.
Like I said, everybody with parenting, you know how stressful it can be sometimes.
That's no excuse for what that woman did.
I would say that this woman, somebody need to take the baby for a minute. She need to get her mind right. Most likely seek some, some psychiatry.
She need an exorcism, not psychology. She needed exorcism. And she definitely need time away from that child. And what I don't understand is, how they ain't already came and got her. And if y'all $1 million family, here's another question. We talking about one of the richest families in Texas, if not the richest family. Why this woman don't have no nannies to help out? Where's the help? If she just, where's the midwife? Where's the midwife? Where's the individual who can come in? Matter of fact, where's her mother? Where's her mother? Where's the grandmother of this child to come help out? Because let's make this clear, it does get stressful for mothers. But this is absolutely unacceptable right here. To be abusing your child because you don't know how to deal with being a parent. Listen, that child didn't ask to be here. That baby did not ask to be here. You opened your legs and had that child. Real talk. That's a real good question. That goes to show money don't fix everything, man. Let me tell you something. Nasty, vile, disgusting people gonna be wicked and vile regardless. I don't give a damn how much money they got. If you a hood booger and you a ratchet and you a wild banshee, you gonna be that with money or without money. Straight up. Where's the child's father? Where the pappy at? Where the child's father at? Exactly, Slim Hussein. Money just exposed exactly who you are.
To help the tempo and attitude, and go from there. Whoever's recording, maybe you should help her. Let her go out and get a refresher instead of recording her. Now, I'm not sure if she just got an attitude all the time or anger issues all the time, but recording surely doesn't help. And
actually, recording did help because now we able to talk about this. We didn't the internet then ran her into a corner. They were removed. She's pretty much removed off social media, which proves that this was her. Why would you take your social media down? Why would you just disappear if it wasn't her? So recording her did a lot. It's exposure time. That innocent child needs protection. Now I'm pretty sure something happened behind the scenes that we don't know about. I'm pretty sure somebody went over there, went and got the child. Recording it was actually a blessing in disguise. So I disagree with that. We needed to see what's going on within the Prince family. Um, that family needs to be exposed altogether. So yeah, and I do feel like the guy in the audio is sort of like victimizing her. Listen, I'm not here to do that. There's no excuse for this. And at the end of the day, as a mother, you're supposed to know better. And if you was raised in this prestigious family, and all Jay Prince teach is respect, respect this, respect that. Yeah, you gotta have respect. He wrote a book on the art of respect, right? So why the hell your daughter don't have no respect for her own child? Why your daughter don't have no respect for herself? Where's the respect? You wrote the book on respect, but your family, look how they carrying on with absolutely no respect. They don't seem like they were raised in a respectable family. Is it safe to say that it seems like Junior and Maya was not raised in a respectable family? The woman on your screen don't seem like she was raised respectable. Seriously. They doing a whole lot of flogging and perpetrating, man. Jungle Jane says, how does one lay hands upon an innocent child who can't defend themselves? I was hit when I became pregnant. I went to parenting classes to end generational abuse. Yeah, I mean, there's some evil people out here. There's some vile people out here who only turn up when nobody's watching or they think nobody's watching. Oh yeah, I'm definitely covering that later. I'm definitely covering that later on. For sure. Somebody asked me about something in the chat that we gonna discuss. We definitely gonna discuss later on this evening because the Most High is working as well. So we're gonna talk about that. But man, it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna talk about this too much longer, man. I hope y'all learned a valuable lesson from this. Be careful with your seeds, brothers, ladies. If you see women, if you may even have an inkling that a woman may be, doing wrong to her child, instead of you running your mouth, talking trash behind a woman's back, listen, as women, y'all need to start being able to hold each other more accountable for how other women treat these children. I don't care if it's their child. It takes a village to raise them. Well, that's her child. Maybe I shouldn't even say not to step in and feed that baby or help this child or nah, forget all that. Y'all gotta actually hold it down, man. Children are a prized possession of the Most High. That's his inheritance. You must protect them at all costs. And these adults don't wanna, be attached to evil or whatever they're doing, that's on them. Don't protect the children. This is absolute wicked. But anyway, brothers and sisters, all praises to the Most High. Shalom and peace.